Welcome to the Daily Millwall for Wednesday the 13th of January 2021, bringing you the Millwall news as it happens day by day. I'm going to start off with stats. I love stats. I think you love stats too. I hope you do. If you don't, let me know in the comments below. But what we're going to be doing is going through the stats from yesterday's game, the 1-1 draw away at Bournemouth. The first one up is from experimental361.com. This is the expected goals over the length of the game, and as you can see, we didn't have a shot towards goal until about the 24th minute, and then boom, 4 in a row, 4 shots in the space of 2 minutes, which pumped it up already. Bit of a levelling off, and then we started attacking towards the end of the first half, and then bam, we got caught on the counter. Bit of an unlucky goal to concede, but it was what it was. It is what it is. And then, as we see in the second half, the red line is flat. For some reason, Bournemouth came out in the second half and decided to not attack and to defend and to play stupid little passes from left defence to centre defence to right defence and back again to the centre of defence, then to the left of the defence, which was so tedious and boring to watch that the fact that we got a goal late on is just amazing, because that type of football is just disgusting, absolutely disgusting. You're just going to sit in your own half and play ball sideways. Absolutely, completely annoying. I'm glad they got done. But you see the flat line in the second half of the red flat line. He didn't have a shot in the second half until about the 89th minute. I mean, come on, man. What are you doing out there? Whereas we had quite a few, and we had a higher expected goals than they did, 1.1 to their 0.5, and all top 3 players on expected goals. Matt Smith 0.3, not bad for a substitute coming off the bench. Malone 0.2 and Parrott 0.2. So there's that. I'm going to move on to this one now. This is infogol.net. They are similar expected goals, but they do a bit more. What you're seeing on your screen now is the match events. So obviously Cooper got another yellow card. Leonard got a card. They scored just before half time. Their main attacking, they're probably their best player, Stanislaus, got taken off by an injury. And then we made our two substitutions first. Then Matt Smith scored, and then Zahor come off as well. I think they've got that wrong. I think there's actually 3 subs came in at the same time. They've got that wrong there. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe the guy inputted it in after when he forgot it. Then they made their guy Lerman not to save the thing off the line. Just after Woodsy got booked on the 82nd minute. Then they made some substitutes. They actually took off another one of their better players, Dwayne Brooks. No, not Dwayne Brooks. Rico got taken off, and Wallace came off for Thompson. So that's all the match events there. And then we're going to go over to the stats, just the numbered stats, which on the face of it, you don't get the proper image of the whole game. You need to dive deeper into it. So you look here, possession. Wow, they had 62% possession. We only had 38. Wow. But what that fails to tell you is what I told you earlier, just a few minutes ago. They were just tip-tapping it around in their half. Completely annoying. Boring. The antithesis of football. I don't know if they think they're playing in Serie A and not in the EFL Championship, but oh my god, so boring. Look here. You can see we had 5 attempts on target, they had 2. We had 4 attempts off target, they had 2. We had 6 block shots, they had 2. They're a lot better than the commentary game where we were just abysmal. We didn't have hardly any shots. They had 4 goalkeeper saves, but we had 1. And you can see that their goalkeeper really did keep them in the game there. But here you look again. Oh my God! Look, 571 total passes for them, only 303 for us. 479 completed passes, 211 for us. It's like, yeah, but they were all tippy tappy. It was all complete boring nonsense. Go down to corners, 7 each, offsides 1 each, 13 fouls for them, 10 for us, but we had 2 yellow cards. They only had 1. So that's what that is. So let's have a look at the map. So I showed you the expected goals on the other graphic before. So these are the shots towards goal. These are goal attempts. The ones ringed by yellow. This one is the goal. That's Dominic Solanke on 45 plus 1 minutes. That had a 26% chance of going in, but it did. They had one better chance than that. That was the Brooks chance on the 3rd minute. That was 39%. And so you go down to us, a lot more shooting from either side, from outside the area, all over the shop. We had our best chance was Malone on the 42nd minute. That was 41%, but that wasn't the goal. The goal was this one here, Matt Smith 79. That was only a 17% chance of going in, but it went in. This big one on the outside of the area, that was Jed Wallace one. I think that was the one where he got put through by Ryan Woods. But the only thing Ryan Woods done all game was that amazing, absolutely amazing, but it was basically the only thing he did all game. Through ball to Jed Wallace, who missed a 1-on-1. That was a 33% chance of that being a goal, and it was not a goal. And you see down here on the expected goal difference, they have a bit more. They have it differently than the other one. The other one had it us 1.1 to them 0.5. Here they've got us 1.53 at the bottom. If you look, just before where it says tweet. And they've got Bournemouth on 0.81, so a bit more on each team. And the fairness rating, 82.54, and that is how fair was that result based on the chances created. And they give it an 82, so that's pretty decent. It wasn't. We didn't. It was, even though we did play better, it says we didn't absolutely deserve to win. But I'm going to show you, like I showed you, where the red flat line. Let's have a look at the second half. They had 1 shot on target in the whole second half. This one here. I'm going to bring it up. So if I click on it, it's so small. So Josh King, 90th minute, 5% chance, shot from outside the area. That was our only shot in the second half. Whereas we had the goal, obviously, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4 more other shots. One from Zahor. One from Matt Smith again, another one from Troy Parrott, one from Scott Malone. So they absolutely tried to squash that game in the second half. They nicked a goal on a counter, at the end of the first half, and then they tried to defend for 45 minutes plus in the second half. If I was a Bournemouth fan, I'd be absolutely tearing my hair out of that, because we're not playing too well. Even though we created a lot of chances there, we didn't score as many as we did. We got a very low conversion rate, so they probably could have afforded to attack a bit more and try and win that game, but they didn't. So if I was a Bournemouth fan, I'd be really annoyed at that. Anyway, we're going to move on now to this website. Is whoscored.com. This is the website that the EFL Team of the Week on Twitter, if you've ever seen that, this is where they get the stats from this this website here. And I'm going to go down and go, they give a little summary of how each team kind of played, and it says here for Millwall, create a high number of chances relative to their possession. It says stole the ball often from the opposition. We were effective at creating goal scoring opportunities from counter attacks, and we were effective at creating goal scoring opportunities from set pieces. And wasn't that a lot better than what we've been serving up recently? But just still lacking the quality up front to get the extra goal. If you can only score 1 goal per game, you need to keep a clean sheet. If you can't keep a clean sheet, you're not going to win a game. It's either going to be 1-1 or 2-1 loss, or you need to be able to score more than 1 goal per game. We had enough chances to do it, but as I'm going to show you later, the players involved in taking the shots didn't put the ball in the net like they should. Let's go on. It says weaknesses for Millwall: lost possession often, and style of play: attack down the right hand side at a higher shot frequency when in possession. That's good to see. If you look on the right hand side where it says top players, it's given stats by player. Man of the match, the star man, the substitute Matt Smith got 7.5, although that was tied with Sean Hutchinson. I don't know why they give it to Matt Smith, probably because he scored a goal. That's the tiebreaker, but he was level on 7.5 with Matt Smith and Sean Hutchinson. Next best was Junior Stanislas, who got injured and came off, 7.4. And then Ryan Eddard 7.3 and Dominic Solanke 7.2. So their 2 best players were their 2 attacking players, but they barely attacked. So Bournemouth fans, if you're watching this, you should be tearing your hair out at that manager. Your 2 best players were your 2 strikers, or your 2 forward players, and your manager just screwed them over by the style of play there. And let's go down further. It's total shots. So none of the goal scorer that has the most shots. Scott Malone had 3 shots. Troy Parrott had 3 shots. Steve Cook had 2. He's a centre back. I think he was playing DMC yesterday. Ryan Leonard had 2 shots, and Jed Wallace had 2 shots. Tackles: Danny McNamara, stand out, 5 tackles, not bad for his first start. Diego Rico 4, Ryan Leonard 4, Sean Hutchinson 3, Lloyd Kelly 2, and all the dribbles, all the top 5 dribblers. There wasn't a lot of dribbling. That was all Bournemouth players: David Brooks and Junior Stanislas at the top. Let's go down. You can see here they've got, this is a different website than the other one. They've got us having 15 chances, 7 from open play, 7 from set piece, and 1 counter attack. So 15, and scoring only 1 goal. That's a rate of 6%. Whereas they had 6 chances, or 7, 6, 5 from open play, 1 set piece, and they got 1 goal. So that's 16% for them. So we got really low, again, 6%, which is similar. If you watch the stats video that I did on Sunday after the Brougham Wood game, similar rate there. We had like 30 chances on goal and only scored 2. 6%. So if we're gonna, literally in the championship, if we're gonna score 2 goals, we need to have 30 shots on goal. If we're gonna be matching it 6%. We need to be constantly just boom, 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 boom. Every movement forward needs to end in some kind of shot on the goal to get, because of our low conversion rate. We're not good enough to be laser precision. Let's target into it and just pick it off like 1 shot, 1 goal. It's not going to happen for us. So here's attacking. We were mostly attacking down the right hand side. They were pretty balanced in all shot directions. For them, mostly down the middle and 3rd down the left, not much down the right, which probably helped Malone going. It's allowed him to go forward. Us, most half down the middle and a quarter on each side, roughly. None of the teams had any shots in the 6-yard box, and we had 60% in the 18-yard box, 40% outside. Most of the play was in the middle, and like I said, in their 3rd, them just tipping it around trying to defend for 45 minutes. Here's the average position of the player. So Danny McNamara was a lot further back than he was against Brougham Wood. He's been backed up, being helped out a lot by Sean Hutchinson there, sticking close to him. Cooper was a lot more forward. Again, Alex Pearce playing at the point and the back. Two central midfielders sticking together. And they were the three strikers or the three forward players pretty much more separated this time. Parrott playing more along up to Malone, and Wallace further back in the middle. Yeah, that's what that was. Let's move on now to this one. We're going to have a look at the numbers now based on the players. Like I said, the info goal one just gives the stats, and if you looked at the raw number stats rather than looking into it, you would think it was a bit more that we got smashed in terms of the possession and that, but it was just them playing it around amongst themselves. This is the player ratings based on tackling, passing, shooting, all that good stuff. If you look at the top pile of club badges, the average rating per player is 6.65 for both teams. So you can see that Starman, like I said, was Matt Smith 7.5, Hutchinson 7.5, and two other Millwall players in the sevens. Ryan Leder 7.3, McNamara 7.1. Decent, very decent debut from Danny McNamara there. Well, not debut, league debut. It's also, he started against Bournemouth, so that was his debut. But this was his league debut in the Championship. A whole different ball game, but he stepped up to the plate. Did not really seem out of place. Seemed like he belonged there. And it's not like this is Bournemouth. They were third in the league. They're not a Mickey Mouse team in this league. And he did himself very well, very well. Yeah, you can see for them as well, their keeper 7.1, Begovic. Like I said, he did to make a few good saves to keep them in the game. We've got Zohor hitting the woodwork with that free kick. That's what that little thing above his name is. The white thing with the red cross on, that's a woodwork. The A is an assist by Cooper. So even though he got an assist, he only got 6.6. So that's what that is. Worst players for Millwall, Biakowski and Parrott 6.0. And I don't know if you watched the video yesterday, how I said I was watching the feed during the half time, and Biakowski came out before all the other players and was doing drills with the goalkeeping coach. So I don't know if he got a flea in his ear or he got told a few fingers pointed at him, saying he should have done better with that. But according to this, him and Parrott were the worst Millwall players yesterday with 6.0. That's the ratings there. I want to go on now to total shots. Yep, pretty spread around the Millwall team. The only players who didn't have shots, Woods, Pearce, Cooper and Biakowski. All the other players had shots. Matt Smith had 2 after coming off the bench. 1 went in, so half of his shots went in. That's pretty decent, isn't it? Whereas you look at Parrott, he had 3 shots, did not get a sniff. Wallace had 2, Zohor had 1, Leonard had 2. And again for them, their forwards all had 1 apiece, and the defender had 2. So that was a shots possession. Oh my god, 65 for them, 65% for them, 34.6 for us. And looking at that, you would think, oh my god, we were totally dominated in that game. But then you look up here and you look who for them had the most possession. The bloody centre back, Simpson, with 7.9. He had 79.9% of the possession on his own. Cook again, their 3 centre backs, 7.2, 7.4. They were just passing it around at the back, doing nothing going forward for the whole of the second half. Absolute, it was annoying to watch. For us, you can see here where we were attacking down the right hand side. Hutchinson 4.3% of the possession, McNamara 4.1, Not afraid to get involved on his league debut. Did very, very well. Got Jed Wallace 4.1%. Parrott 1.3%. Zahor 1.7%. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know what we're going to make from that, but it is what it is. He still got his 3 shots and did not score Troy Parrott. Let's go on to pass success percentage. And of course, we know, if you've seen any other videos that I've told you, Ryan Woods always has a really high pass percentage, and we get very little for it. He had one really good pass yesterday, an amazing through ball to Jed Wallace to create a one-on-one with a keeper, which Jed Wallace did not score. Again, another one-on-one missed. But apart from that, Woods was basically doing what the Bournemouth defenders were doing again. Little sideways passes, picking it up, passing it off. Not a lot going on. But he got 90% pass success rate. And again, going down this right hand side, Leonard 83%, McNamara 78%, Wallace 82%, Hutchinson 74%. The lowest one, Biakowski 30%. Ouch. 30% of his passes were bang on. I don't know if that includes goal kicks or throws out or what, but that's not good either, is it? Did Biakowski have one of his worst games in a long time for Millwall? Maybe being at fault for that goal and having only a 30% pass success percentage. You can also see up here, like Troy Parrott 45%. Ouch. Those were the 2 worst again. Ben Thompson 100, but he wasn't on the pitch for long. Dribbles, not a lot for us, quite a few for them. Let's move on from that. Aerials 1. Zahor won 4 aerials, and Matt Smith also won 4 aerials, even though he was on the pitch for like 10 minutes. So wow, Matt Smith. If you want someone to win the ball in the air, he's your man. And Jake Cooper as well for 4 aerials, 1, and for them Rico with 5. So there's that. And also tackles. Now we're moving on to tackles. Standout man, Danny McNamara 5, Ryan Leonard 4, which is, that's what Leonard's there to do, win the tackles, and he won them. And since he's been back in the team, that's really noticeable how that's changed. Let's move on to dispossessed. Oh dear, this is players dispossessed by other players. McNamara 3, Leonard 2, Wallace 2. Although a lot of our attacking play was coming down this side, was coming down that right hand side. So I don't know if that speaks to how they were playing more than you played the percentages with most of our attacking play going down that side, then a number of dispossessions will be coming from that side. It only stands to reason. So we're going to move on now to the chalkboard, and let's have a look. What we got here? This is shots. Troy Parrott's shots. Let's have a look at Troy Parrott's shots. Aha. Troy Parrott's shots. There you go. 3 shots. No goals. Tackles attempted. Interceptions. Let's have a look at interceptions. Wow. For Ryan Leonard, 5 interceptions. Sean Hutchinson, 5 interceptions. That's pretty decent, isn't it? More than their players. Okay, clearances. We have Hutchinson with 6. Sean Hutchinson did have a very good game. 2 games in a row, he's had a very, very good game. Blocks. They had more blocks than us. Loss of possession. Troy Parrott, loss of possession 4 times. Ouch. Jed Wallace 4 times. McNamara 4 times. So let's have a look. Where did that happen? Troy Parrott 4 times. 2 in our half, 2 in their half. If you lose possession in their area when you're attacking, that's not too bad. But to lose it in your own half, that could be dangerous. Jed Wallace, let's have a look at him. 2 in our half, 2 in their half. Again, McNamara. Let's see. McNamara losing possession 4 times, but in their half. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's have a look. What? Is there anything else we're going to look at here? No, I don't think so. So I think you can see there. Looking at that, basically, when you look at the raw numbers of the stats, it seems like the possession that they battered us and we were lucky to get a point. But no, it's a lot more depth to it than that. Let's have a look here. Millwall player with the most touches, Danny McNamara, 68, getting involved, not afraid. First league start, not afraid, 68. Sean Hutchinson, 64, and then a big drop off to that matches up well. Sean Hutchinson was backing up Danny McNamara, was helping him out, wasn't leaving him isolated. And then they got a big drop off to Leonard and Malone. That's okay. Rating of the players, yep. So 7.54 for Matt Smith, 7.50 for Sean Hutchinson. Worst player on the pitch, Biakowski, 5.95. Troy Parrott, 5.99. Not good at all. Oh dear. Yeah, much of it. I think we've pretty much gone through that all now. So as you can see, story of the game, going back to the first graph, they scored, they nicked a goal at the end of the first half, then they had the audacity to try and defend for 45 minutes, and I'm glad that we scored and they did not win, because that is absolutely disgraceful to even try and do that, to defend for 45 minutes without even having a single strike on goal. I'm glad we done them. I'm just ashamed we couldn't have got 2 goals. That Zohore's free kick didn't go in off the post, because they deserve it, trying to play like that. Absolute stinky. So moving on, we've got one more story. This is from millfc.co.uk, Mill's official site. This is Young Trio see loans extended. I told you the other day about Isaac Olaofe having his loan at Sutton United in the conference extended to the end of the season. Now we've got 2 more other players having their loans extended. Rob Strachan had his loan extended at Welling United, which glad for him, because he was on loan for a month, and because of the postponements due to the sickness going around, he did not play a game. I don't think he didn't play a single game. So they've started. He played last night, I believe, on Tuesday night, and I think he did play, and that was his first game for them, even despite being on loan there for a month. Also, Harry Ransom, who's on loan for Dover Athletic, he's had his loan extended until the end of January, and there's a clause in there to make it to the end of the season. So Rob Strachan at Welling United for another month, Harry Ransom at Dover for at least another month, maybe to the end of the season, and Isaac Olaofe until the end of the season at Sutton United. And that's it for today's Millwall news. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.